So today's topic, we're going to be talking about how do you feel about players whose fathers were in the who are in the professionals? Do they have an advantage or disadvantage, and should they use their name to play professional basketball? What do you think about it?
I feel like they should.
Okay.
The reason they should is people do it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So my father's a professional doctor or not a lawyer or something like that.
Yeah.
He'll help me get me in a law firm.
Okay.
If I graduate college, he's gonna have that pull to get me in there.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So I feel like there's nothing wrong with using your strings and pulling some strings to get people in there.
Okay.
And what do you think about that?
Nah, I feel like this. I'm cut in between. You cannot choose who your father or your mother is, right?
Correct.
You cannot choose what the athletic genes you get from these two people,
Correct.
right, that come together. But the thing that I struggle with people who come from professional sports who have these names and stuff, they automatically, they feel entitled. I'm not saying all of them feel entitled to like, yo, they're not that good.
Yeah.
Okay. They're not that good. And then to me, they're taking food out of people who actually are really good, who actually need it. So I struggle with, you don't want to rain on nobody's parade.
Yeah.
But I understand, like, you're living in your mother or your father's shadows and you want to continue the family legacy, right? But sometimes when you continue the family legacy, it might not be for you. So I think that, sometimes with people, they should have a reality check.
Okay.
Yo, listen, like maybe John Pride, right?
Yeah.
D1, overseas, traveling back from Asia, Mexico, all over the world and stuff. I'm kind of struggling, not really getting it.
Yeah.
Let him do it. Let me pursue something else. Maybe fashion design. You know what I mean? Maybe let me become a coach. I do feel like certain athletes whose fathers or mothers who play professional sports do take advantage, which is nothing wrong, but I think they need to have a reality check of like, damn, am I really taking food out of other people's mouths who actually need it, who are actually better than me? Should I put my ego to the side? What you feel about that?
I feel like it's not my job to make sure the next person eats.
Okay.
I'm looking out for myself. I'm looking out for my interests. And you always say, even when you talk about, you go back and forth on the phone, going back and forth on it. You keep saying, but he living through his father's dream, or this person living through their father's dream. Like, yo, how do you know that? You don't know it.
No. They are, because guess what? They have that last name, and society in the world expects them to. Like, Michael Jordan's sons, like, their father played, professional basketball. They tried it, right?
Yeah.
Ain't work out, but guess what? The son is like in the company, has his create his own shoe, helping his father with the company. He wasn't that good, so that's totally fine though. So I just think that you just need to have a reality check. Yo, listen, like, my name is McCullum. Am I that good?
First of all,
better than that to take it out of? Am I really that good to take a roster spot from somebody else? No.
First of all, Michael Jordan's son is not helping the company.
No, he has his own. He be helping with.
Yes, but Jordan's gonna sell with or without him.
But what I'm saying, he's giving to the company though. He's with his father's company. He's not playing basketball because his father's playing basketball no more. But he's doing his own thing.
And then how did he get the company?
Huh?
How did he get the company?
He got the company.
So you think if he wasn't Michael Jordan's son, you think he would have his own? You think he was have his own?
Definitely no.
Okay,
definitely no.
Okay,
but what I'm saying,
so it's the same thing. What's the difference?
He found another outlet that his father created, another lane for him to do that.
But what's the difference? What's the difference between him opening a store, selling Jordans, doing custom Jordans, when it could be better designers out there that could do way more for Jordan than his son does? But he got the job because of his son. He got the job because Michael Jordan is his father.
Okay.
So it's the same thing. Someone else could do the same thing, but million times better than Marcus Jordan. But Marcus Jordan got that job in the store because Jordan is his father. But it's 1,000 other designers that can design and make way better Jordans than his son can, or run that store better than he can. But he got the opportunity. But he got the opportunity because of his dad. The only difference is we're talking about a store compared to him playing basketball.
But what I'm saying though,
but you're cool with him having a store.
No.
Are you cool? Are you cool with him having a store?
But this is why Michael Jordan's son is there. He's younger. He has a different eye. He could actually recruit other kids, other players who might be better than him to put it all together.
But my question is, what's the difference between Michael Jordan giving him a store? Then Michael Jordan.
Well, he's not giving him a store, but he gave him a store.
It's called Trophy Room.
Cool.
That's the store. That's the store. All right. He set it up. He ran it. He designed like certain Jordan, like changed the silhouettes and everything like that. But it's genuinely it's in his hand.
But maybe he is actually good at sneaker and fashion. We don't know that, but on the outside looking in, Michael Jordan's son, he's gonna play basketball. He's gonna go to the league. So we don't know his hidden talent, what he was back, behind closed doors.
What I'm saying is, he's awarded the same opportunity. Like it's the same thing. Him getting the store is the same thing as for example, D Wade letting his son play for the G League. It's the same exact thing.
And listen,
the only difference is you see one on the court and you see one in the store.
I'm happy that you brought up the Zaire Wade thing. And listen, I'm not here to hate on nobody. Listen, I'm happy the kid is doing his thing, right? I'm happy the kid is doing his thing. He's playing ball and stuff. I do feel like I hope he's successful in Africa. You know, I do think that there is way other players in the G League who is better than him on that Utah Jazz team, and who's striving for that, you know, the African league that he's playing on. But I do feel like he is using his name and he is going into his father's footsteps. I don't think it's working out for him like that right now.
Okay.
Even though he is 20 years old, he has a lot of potential. But I do think in that particular situation, for what we have seen from him, averaging less than 3 points a game in the G League, you know what I mean? Even though he was killing in the open trials for the African league that he's playing for now, but we haven't seen nothing from him really sustain that, yo, he's a legit baller, even at Sierra Canyon.
So, all right, so let's sum it up.
Okay.
Zaire Wade got the opportunity for the Utah Jazz because
from
of his
father,
right?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
No D1 offers, neither.
Okay. Michael Jordan's son got the store because Michael Jordan's his dad.
Mm-hmm.
How we don't have a problem?
But we don't know Michael Jordan's son what other business mind he obviously he's business savvy. He probably has that business savvy from his father too, other than athletics. He wasn't that good neither.
Okay, so
he fit in where he fit in at. That's all.
So, but what I'm saying is it's basically the same thing, just two different professions. He has a store. Meanwhile, in the store, first of all, he did mad shady stuff with the store. He was backdooring sneakers, meaning he had a pair of Jordan 1s, and he kept saying, oh, no, the ones with the blue laces are the real ones. So he switched the laces because he backdoored and sold over $1 million worth of the sneakers to a couple of resellers.
Okay.
He didn't even open them in the store, and then he got caught doing that. So that's one. So don't talk about business savvy when he was out here saying, I know my facts, my boy.
No, I'm trying. Listen. We going. I'm listening.
He literally he was doing mad shady stuff with the store. He got blown up and everything. And then they said that he took I think he got $3 million off that deal during the sneakers. He got $3 million off of that, and they say he blew it off in Vegas the next day.
So listen. First of all, some people use their good name. For another example, Lonzo Ball's son. You know what I mean? Jello. You know what I mean? With his situation was still you can use your parents' name for an advantage and a disadvantage with certain things. It happens.
But what I'm saying is, if we're talking about using connections, no one has a problem with Michael Jordan's son running the store, but everyone got a problem with Zaire Wade using his dad to get a G League try. I would do the same thing for my kids if they want to do the same.
It happens. But what I'm saying though, he doesn't. If he was averaging 10 plus, right? And I'm not hating on this another young black man doing what he loves or whatever. Yeah. But we talking about the legit stats of what we've seen him do. He never went prep school, right? He never had no D1 offers. Only D1 offers from his stepmother from Nebraska, basically. You know what I mean? No, probably was too cool for D2. Definitely too cool for D3 or community college. Yeah. You know what I mean? So like now, all right, you use your connection to jump from high school straight to the pros. What you average less than 3 points a game in the gym?
Okay, cool. And then his father's connection can only get him so far. So even though his father is a small owner of the Utah Jazz, he can't say, make sure my son play this. He can. He can. I correct myself. He can. But what I'm saying is, he's still not on that team. So his dad clearly don't got enough pull to keep him on that team. Two, at the end of the day, the kid is still 20. He's a young kid.
And that's what I said. Listen, I hope that, he's 20 years old or whatever. We seen you sent me the video, the highlights, what he was doing. Cool copy, but I'm talking about show me something in what you did now so show me something in the past so I can see what you're going to do now. I hope he has the big jump. But we also know in overseas, there's different levels of speed in basketball. I don't know how much. Now, I don't know what the speed in the African league that he's playing in now. I don't know if he can play at the top of his league in Euro, you know what I mean? Yeah. I hope he succeeds, though. But I do feel like, and this is going to be tough, and please let me know in the comments, like, should players or should a dream turn into a hobby after a certain while? Yeah. Now, I think it should do. But listen, the kid is young. He's only 20 years old. I hope he kills in Africa. But I do think that, even Dwayne Wade father was throwing a fit when he wasn't barely getting no time this year. So, it's advantages and disadvantages. But I love this topic, though, man. What's good, though?
So let us know in the comments. If you think a former player can use his pull to get his son or a relative in a situation that they may not have been in if they were not related or anything like that. We think they should benefit off of that. You think they should play? They should Get some time, no time. Let us know in the comments.
Please let us know. Let's get it.